Hello, today I'm going to show you the unboxing of our LED steer wheel. So here I have an LED wheel. This is the transport case I'm using, so if ever you want to have this one, you can, in a user manual, we're going to say which kind of case I'm buying. It's a belt case. Your wheel is going to come with 5 parts, 5 sections of wheels. Here in these mailboxes you have the chargers, so if you open the box, you're going to have the chargers. Depending how many chargers you have, you're going to have those, okay? If you're in Europe, you're gonna have to get adapters for this. Okay. You should have 3 to 5 chargers, depending, or 1 to 5 chargers, depending. So I have 1 charger, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Okay, this you're not gonna need now. Coming with your wheel, you have this here. Okay, this is one of the most important part. Okay, this is the DMX transmitter. Okay, this is what sends to your wheel, tells your wheel what she has to do. Okay, that's a very important part. Here in this little box, okay, you have a USB plug. This you're not going to need. You're only going to need if you're going to be using a lighting console. So most probably you're not going to need it. This is, and then here, separately from all of this, you have a USB cable. Okay, USB cable that goes with your DMX transmitter. You have an extra strip of lead. If ever you have one strip of lead that breaks, you have it with the connector already installed, so it's very easy to change. You're going to have an antenna, which goes with the transmitter. One extra battery, if ever there's a problem with the battery. Oops. And you have some bolts to assemble your seal. Okay, that's what's going to have to come with your wheel. Okay, now that we unpacked your wheel and we saw all the components, we're going to start in setting up your wheel. The first step is going to your laptop. You will open your browser. You will install on Google DMX control software or any search engine you want to use. And then you can click search. The result's going to be those ones or whatever it brings you. You have to scroll down to find DMX control home, dmxcontrol.org, very important. You click on the link. On the web page, you'll go into downloads. Okay, you're going to be looking at PDF creator. You just click on this, it doesn't matter. We're still using a later version. This is a new version, but it's possible to use, but normally we're using the other one, so we will show you on the current version, which is more stable, which is DMX Control 2.12.2. You click on the link here, you see on download for the 2.12.2. Then you will click download again. Okay. You choose where you want to put it. I put it on my desktop. I save it. Okay. It's gonna download the software. I've already downloaded it to save a little bit of time. So here, once it's downloaded, you will click on the software. You accept the security advices. Okay. Choose your language. Next. I agree. You read all the terms like you always do, I'm sure. I do. Next. Everything. You choose all the standard until you install it. If ever it shows you a screen that you must accept to install extra features, just accept. It will install automatically everything you need. Okay, now it's completed. You click on next. You finish the setup. Okay, now we have to set up the router. To set up the router, you have 3 components: the router, antenna, USB cable. You take the router, you look in the back, little sign antenna, carefully insert the little antenna there, screw it in place, put the antenna up, down, whatever you want. Take the USB cable, there's a USB end and then the other end, just take the other end, put it in place. Once this is done, you will connect to any USB port on your computer. Okay, it will install the software automatically on your computer. Now you have to see HF on, no DMX. It's very important. Okay, now that we've set up the router attached to the computer, we have to start the software that we installed previously. We're going to look at the computer here. We're gonna go here, let's clean up the screen. Yes, we're gonna go here to start. You will, on your programs, you will find DMX control. and you will start the software. Okay, it might give you a warning that you have no settings. Just accept the warning. Once you have this here, this is your DMX control here. Okay, you will go, the first step is to go into settings. You go to output plugins. Here you get the output plugins. You will scroll down until you see MTech Open DMX. It's not going to be ticked, yeah? MTech Open DMX USB. You tick this. You configure selected plugin. You leave it to senden. You leave the frame rate 20 frames per second. You click OK. And you close this. Okay, once you close your configuration, you're going to go down to your router, and you're going to see here, it's going to show DMX in. That means that you are now linked your router and the software together. Okay, now that we just linked your router, we verify it's still DMX in. We go back to your computer. You will find the zip file that we sent to you, okay? It should be called LED wheel files. You will right click, extract everything. Excuse for my French computer. Extract everything, okay? It will give you a folder, okay? LED wheel files. You double click on this. You go into DMX control. You go into fixture. Inside this, you will see this file, okay? First step, you will copy this file, okay? Go inside, and then you will open a new Explorer window, okay? So you open Explorer window. In the Explorer window, you will see in the tutorial the exact link. You go into your Windows drive. You will find program files. You click on D, find DMX control. Inside this, you're gonna go into devices. Thank you. Gael, who is working with me, is explaining me the steps as much as I don't remember them. And there in device, you will click anywhere one time, and you will probably not be able to here right click. You're probably not able to paste. Okay, so you click on anything, and you will do Control on your keyboard. Control V. Okay, Control V. So you're going to be pasting your file. It will ask you for authorization. You authorize it. There you go. Okay, LED wheel is here into DMX control devices. You close this window. Now that we've copied the file, we go into our DMX control software. And every time you open DMX control, you have to open the project again. Doesn't matter how you link it. Every time you should open it again just to make sure, because there's some issues with that. Now you will go to find the file, okay? So you had earlier on you extracted the zip files, okay? My zip file is here, LED wheel files. Okay, I go into DMX control, and then you will see a file STG file. Okay, whatever the name, we might show you a different name. Me, it's named like that. So you double click on the STG file into the DMX control folder we provided you, and you've unzipped earlier. It's going to load the project. Okay, you can see here that it loaded the project. You have the name of the file. There's a big A button here. You click on the A button, first step. It's going to give you this nice screen with all the colors. Okay, now we are ready to test our wheel already. It's very simple. One very important feature of this software is that if it's too close, if the wheel and the router are too close together, it's actually not working well. So your wheel always have to be a little bit more far. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the section of the wheel, okay, and you have to have a little pick or something very small that you can turn on and off the wheel. So first step here, I'm going to show you where the button is. So here you have the plug for the charger, on which you're going to plug the chargers whenever you want to charge it. And here inside this, you have the little button that you have to press to turn it on. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on here by pressing it. Sometimes you will see the LED flashing, sometimes not, doesn't matter. Now I'm going to take my section of my wheel a little bit more far. We will bring her here. Okay, each section is independent, so you can do it with as many sections you want, but we already turned that one on. Now we go back to your computer. It usually takes a few seconds for the whole process to act. Okay, don't do what I do, just do what I say. So never put the wheel standing on the wall. You can put it here. So so you can see it very well. Make sure there's no interference between the wheel and your router. Okay, there can be a little bit, just like any Wi-Fi, but try to avoid it. Now you go back to your computer, okay, and it's very easy. You take anything you want to have red, you click on red. Now we turn around. There you go. You have your wheel in red. So yeah, let's turn around so you see everything like this. Okay, so now it's very easy. You turn off, it goes off. Blue, it goes blue. White goes white. Strobe. So there you go. You've programmed your wheel. So let's try something. Turn it off. I take my little tool. I can take my whole wheel over here. I turn on each section. You see there was a little flash here. Okay, I've turned on all my sections. Give them a few seconds. Try again. Let's go blue. There you go. Everybody's blue. So this is the pretty cool thing about our wheel. You have each section independent. You can have one section here, one section here, one section here. They'll always light up, which is pretty great. That's it. You've configured your wheel. What is very important with the wheels that you have always to be careful about, we're going to turn it off. Gal, can you turn it off, please? Yep. And always be really conscious of what you're doing. So now all my sections were on. So the best way before turning them off, you make sure they're all on with a collar. Okay? You turn everything off. And then you make sure that you turn off each section one by one. You really hear the click when you press on the button. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and my next section 5. So now you've turned off all sections, which is very important because if you try to charge your wheel and your wheel is on, it's not working. It's not going to work. So that's the basics. Always try to, there's no way of knowing if your wheel section is on or off, except turning on the router and sending in some data so it turns on and color. So if you're unsure, turn everything on, see if it is doing colors. Nothing happening, all sections are off, so you should always make that check before trying to charge your sections. Okay, now to charge your wheel, so you're going to get one of these little chargers out of the box, plug it to any power supply. So as soon as you plug it, it's hard to see, but here the light goes green, okay? Then you're going to put the connector into the bigger hole here, press it all the way down. The light's going to turn red. So if you're a red light, means you're charging, you're good, okay? I will show you something now. Example, your wheel is on, your light is green, you plug it on, nothing is happening, okay? If nothing is happening, chances are your wheel is on. That's what's happening. So try to turn it off, okay? Make sure you plug it in. Sometimes you have to move it to make sure you get the contact. It goes red. So if when it's red, it means it's charging. The only other option that maybe if the thing is full, it's gonna go green or not doing nothing, okay? In this way, the only thing you can do is turn it on, send some signal, and you're gonna know if the wheel is on or charged or not.